Have you ever prayed and felt like your words just hit the ceiling? That unsettling quiet when God feels distant, when you're asking for direction or comfort and all you get is silence. It's a feeling so many of us know, and it can make you wonder if you've done something wrong or if God has simply moved on. But what if I told you this exact experience is documented in the Bible, not as a failure, but as a faithful part of the journey? Listen to King David's raw cry in Psalm 13. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? That's not a prayer of perfect faith. It's a prayer of desperate, honest feeling. And by putting it in Scripture, God validates that experience. So if you're in that season right now, you're in good company. This video is for you. We're going to walk through a biblical portrait of this divine silence, because naming it is the first step, and then move to practical ways to navigate it with hope. But first, let's get really honest about what this silence actually feels like. So if God isn't ignoring us, what's happening in these quiet seasons? The Bible shows us it's often a space for recalibration, a time to listen for a different frequency. Take Elijah. Right after his biggest public victory, he's running for his life, terrified and alone. He prays in the wilderness, "I have had enough, Lord." And God answers, but not in the earthquake, wind, or fire. God's voice comes in a gentle whisper, a still, small voice. The silence wasn't absence. It was God clearing away the noise so Elijah could hear what he truly needed to hear. These quiet seasons often precede a new assignment or a deep internal strengthening. Think of Joseph in prison, David in the cave, even Jesus in the wilderness. The silence was active. It was preparation. God's quiet isn't abandonment. It's an invitation into a deeper kind of trust, where we learn to rely on his character, not just his immediate answers. So what do we do while we wait in that quiet? We don't just sit in the emptiness. We build an anchor. The Psalms show us how. David often starts a prayer in despair, asking how long, O Lord? But then he makes a deliberate turn. He says, "But I have trusted in your steadfast love." That but is the pivot. It's the discipline of remembering. When God feels silent now, we actively recall his faithfulness then. Start a simple faithfulness journal. One line. Just note one time God provided, answered, or showed up in your past. And then, look for the small graces in your present silence. The unexpected peace. The friend who calls. The scripture that lands. Write those down too. This isn't denial. It's declaring that God's character, proven in the past, is more real than your present feeling. Waiting on God is not passive emptiness. It's active, expectant hope. You're not waiting for an answer. You're waiting on the one who is the answer. You turn this season of silence into a foundation, because you're not just remembering what God did. You're rehearsing who he is,